the lockdowns, the mRNA gain-of-function research, the lies, the money laundering, all of it.
And they want Dr. Fauci to know that.
In my opinion, what he had done was cause people's lives in Idaho. And this pardon that was granted to him it does not inspire confidence, one, to the people of Idaho. But I do want the people of Idaho to know, and this is what this is about, that just because he received this federal pardon does not mean that he cannot be prosecuted with Idaho with the crimes that he committed here.
Russia has a warrant out for Tony Fauci.
Did anyone ever bother asking, what's in that shot? Why is Biden pardoning Fauci for? You ever thought to ask yourself that? What is in that shot that he feel he has to safeguard him? Or is it that something may come back to him? Because he didn't pardon himself. He pardoned his family, and he definitely made sure to pardon Fauci. I wonder why. Now, there's speculations going around. There's rumors going around that Putin is willing to end the Ukraine war on a certain condition. I don't know how true this is, but we're going to keep following up on this story. They're speculating that Putin wants Fauci extradited in exchange to end the war. Sit back and react with your boy. Let's see how this is about to play out. If you like reactions like this, consider hitting that like button. Definitely subscribe to the channel and also hit the notification bell. Let's see how this is about to play out. Let me stop wasting your time. Let's dive right into this.
Hey, everybody. So we got some word that Vladimir Putin wants Tony Fauci extradited to Russia for crimes against humanity, about the vaccine, the lockdowns, the mRNA gain-of-function research, the lies, the money laundering, all of it. Russia has a warrant out for Tony Fauci for crimes against humanity, and they want him extradited to Russia. And I thought to myself, wow, while normally I would say we're not extraditing an American citizen to another country for crimes against humanity. However, in this situation, Putin's deal is if you extradite Tony Fauci to us, I will make peace with Ukraine and end the war in Ukraine.
But let's also talk a little bit further about the type of science that you represent. NIH scientists made $710 million in royalties from drug makers, a fact that's been hidden. Let's talk about the fact about, is it right for scientists and doctors getting paid by the American people, government taxpayer paychecks, to get patents where they're paid millions and hundreds of millions of dollars in royalty fees, especially when the NIH and these government agencies, most powerful agencies in our country, are recommending medical suggestions and advice and making up guidelines like 6 feet distancing and masking of children.
Snowden better be careful.
So, question to all you lefties out there. Are you willing to give up one person to save possibly millions of lives and avert World War III? Is one life worth, and not even a life taken, just a life extradited for prosecution, is that worth stopping the war that you guys have been begging to stop for years? Isn't that worth stopping a war that could possibly lead us to World War III and nuclear war and kill millions upon millions of people? Isn't one person's prosecution worth the hundreds of billions of dollars of taxpayer money that we're sending over there to stop that war?
I think it's worth it.
I would think that this would have bipartisan support, that the left and the right would love to get rid of one person for prosecution for a warrant that they're wanted on in order to stop the Russia-Ukraine war.
Y'all let me know in the comments. Do you think we should give Fauci up so they can end the war and possibly save the war in Ukraine and in Russia? I think it's actually worth it. If you ask me, a lot of his crimes are against humanity, so we can't have people living amongst us who are, if we're pro-life and they're against life, Something right there should show you and tell you that we don't need this kind of person here. Let Putin have him. Let Putin deal with this guy right here, because if you ask me, let's not forget all the false positives that people tested and they still went ahead and got the shot. For what? Who knows? Who knows what's really in there? What is he trying to be saved from? Something they know that we don't know, and I hope that comes out. I hope it comes out. Let's not forget, when Obama was in office, he looked out for Monsanto. If you don't know who that is, I suggest you go look it up. Monsanto. They're responsible for a lot of messed up things. Ooh, so much. But they've been protected. Same as Fauci. Seems like the Democrats are infamous for doing so.
So I want you to share this on your timelines so that these lefties can come in and try to argue this. Because that's ridiculous. I guarantee you they'd send Trump over to end their precious little Russia-Ukraine conflict.
For real.
So why not send Tony Fauci over? He's wanted in a sovereign nation.
The security detail for Anthony Fauci was terminated last night, and I'm wondering if you have any comment on that.
About what?
The security detail for Anthony Fauci was terminated last night, sir. Do you have a comment?
No, I think, when you work for government, at some point your security detail comes off. And, you can't have them forever. So I think it's very standard. If it would be for somebody else, you wouldn't be asking the question. The question is very fair. But, you work for government. We took some off, other people too. But you can't have a security detail for the rest of your life because you work for government.
For it to be taken off, sir?
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Would you feel partially responsible if something were to happen to, say, Dr. Fauci
No.
or John Bolton?
No. They all made a lot of money. They can hire their own security, too. All the people you're talking about, they can go out. I can give them some good numbers of very good security people. They can hire their own security. They all made a lot of money. Fauci made a lot of money. They all did. So if they, felt that strongly, I think that certainly I would not take responsibility.
For crimes against humanity, that would be one way to get over that pardon, wouldn't it? That would be one way to get around that pardon, wouldn't it? There you go. And Trump would be a hero. Trump would be a hero because he single-handedly stopped millions of people from dying in possible World War III just by complying with that warrant and that extradition.
When I tell you, we are living in wild times. We are living in wild times. A lot of legends are getting their legacy stripped away, and a lot of these so-called leaders are coming out to be false. So with that being said, go in the comments, run it up, flood it up. Let me know your thoughts on this right here. Do you believe this is true? Would you give him up, or would you safeguard him? Are you not speculative about why they gave him a pardon? I mean, these are the questions you need to ask. Raise these questions. Try to get some answers. Let me know. Go in the comments. See you guys in the next one.